Coming up on Volusia Magazine, we visit an eclectic toy store in DeLand. We'll wet our whistle at a local distillery and dive into a program at the Marine Science Center that keeps tabs on the marine life discovered off Volusia's coast. Those stories and more next. Hello and welcome to Volusia Magazine. I'm Amber Osman. Who doesn't love toys? I'll bet you do. No matter the time of year, shopping for toys is always in season. Shelley Savranek takes us to a unique store in downtown DeLand that is bucking the trend when it comes to toys.
No matter how old you are, we all remember our favorite toy we had when we were growing up. Mine was the Spirograph. And in today's world, it's really easy to just run into the big box store and get the latest toy on the market. But if you want a toy that's going to be memorable and last a lifetime, check out Wiley Owl Toy Store in DeLand.
Hey, welcome to Wiley Owl Toy Store. How are you?
Hi, thank you. Fine.
How can I help you today?
Great store.
When Vince Phillip was growing up, he dreamed of being a firefighter. Owning a toy store wasn't on the list. Yet today, Phillip and his wife Cindy own a one-of-a-kind toy store in DeLand that is fulfilling all of their dreams. The store's name rhymes with his daughter's name, Kylie, and it reflects his wife's love of owls, hence Wiley Owl Toy Store.
Well, my wife's dream was to own a toy store for forever. And then, we talked about it on and off for the better part of 15 years. And then one day in 2014, I was tired of my job and I said, let's start it. So we started up Wiley Owl and we've been in business since then.
Initially, Wiley Owl Toy Store was on West Rich Avenue in DeLand, opening the day of the Christmas parade in December 2014. An opportunity came in 2016, though, that allowed Phillip to move the toy store to Woodland Boulevard in downtown DeLand, in the historic area. This move not only allowed Phillip to increase the size of the toy store, it quadrupled his visitors and increased revenue.
Our first year, we were thrilled. I guess our first December, of 2014, we made $10,000 and we were excited. It was like, wow, for 1 month being open, we did great. 2016 started out great for us as well. And then we had the opportunity to move into our new location in May, and our business quadrupled. It's crazy, the number of people that come in the store. We have easily 4 or 5 times as many people coming in the store. Our business numbers went up 4 or 5 times higher as well.
So what is it about Wiley Owl Toy Store that makes it so unique? In addition to being a fun place to spend time, no matter your age, it is a business seeing success in an industry that has all but become extinct. And that success is in large part due to its high-quality customer service and toys.
We want kids, families, parents, grandparents, everybody can come in and play with anything we have open. If it's not open, they can come and play with it. We'll open it for them and show them how it works. Specialty toy stores have a major point of difference, though, other than just the toys themselves. It's the fact that the people who work there know everything about every toy in the store. There's nothing worse than getting home from a store and you go to put together a toy and it's falling apart as you're putting it together. There's nothing worse than when your kid comes home and you put together that toy and they play with it for about 10 seconds because it's not what they thought it would be. We think that it's more important for the kids to be able to actually see and play and touch and feel, make sure they like it before they bring it home, because it's going to be with them for a long time. It's a wood toy. It's going to last for a very long time.
Toys at Wiley Owl are diverse. They are primarily wooden, as the store doesn't carry plastic toys. You'll also see a large offering of STEM toys, which are the ones that promote science, technology, engineering, and math. The toys are of high quality. Wooden toys can be more expensive, however, they can last for generations. And when you compare the toys and games offered at Wiley Owl to the ones you can find in other stores, they are comparable in price. And if you're not sure about how a game or toy works, you can always check it out on one of their grown-up game nights or learn to play days for children.
Tell me, what do you do on game nights?
Well, game night, we have two different types of game nights. One is a game day where we play with the kids, and then we have grown-up game night where you can play adult games with other adults and have a nice time.
One of the coolest aspects of Wily Owl is that up until this year, it was the first and only place in America with a unique build-your-own Madari car station. The Madari car is produced by a company called Thoughtful Toys in California, and it is a STEM-focused toy.
Today we're going to show Shelley how to build her own Madari car. And first step is she needs to do is select one of the tools that are in one of the 8 bins that are in front of her. And then she needs to select a chassis, which is one of these. There's multiple colors that she can choose from. I wanted to open up the Madari section to kids and allow them to actually build the cars and enjoy them and understand how to build them. And I proposed it to Thoughtful Toys, and they actually said, we've been thinking about that, but we've never had anybody who wants to spearhead it. So we worked together and we put the program together. And since then, we had basically the only build-your-own in the United States, and as my son likes to point out, in the world.
And if you know kids looking for a unique place to host their birthday party, Wily Owl Toy Store can help with that as well.
Now, what kind of a game is this?
It's a core and Gimog.
Is it like a puzzle? Is it a puzzle?
We actually offer about 5 different themed birthday parties, and Madari car parties is one of them. Basically 2-hour-long parties, and the kids can come in and build their own cars, and they get to take them home as their party favor. The kids have a great time doing it.
At the end of the day, Philip is quite happy with the business success Wily Owl Toy Store has seen since opening in 2014. Future plans include launching a new website that includes a shopping zone. And as the toy store continues to buck the industry trend, Philip is happy he's making a difference in bucking the electronic trend by what Wily Owl Toy Store offers.
When they come in our store, nobody plays with their phones. Nobody's on their devices. Everybody's actually looking at things, playing together, asking how things work, sitting down with us and playing or playing by themselves. It's our goal is to get more and more people reacquainted to the simpler things and to enjoy each other's company as opposed to being separate from each other.
For the Business Beat, I'm Shelley Safranek.
Volusia County boasts as the birthplace of speed, and many of its residents and visitors recognize the area's long tradition of fast cars and left turns. However, not everyone is familiar with the history of rum production. Kate Sark has the details on a Holly Hill business continuing the tradition.
The Three Chimneys Sugar Works site off Granada Boulevard is the oldest successful British sugar plantation, sugar mill, and rum distillery in the United States. While the site hasn't been used to distill rum since 1785, it has been restored and is included on the National Register of Historic Places. Bill "The Real" McCoy also gave the area a history with rum, settling in Holly Hill and making a name for himself rum running during early Prohibition. Recently, a local family recognized the past history of distilling in the area and decided to resurrect the art. Jeremy Craig's family has a history in beer. Both his grandfathers and his father worked at Schlitz in Tampa, and he always imagined he'd end up following in their footsteps. However, the growing popularity of craft breweries has created a more competitive market. When the family visited a craft distillery on a vacation several years ago, they knew they had stumbled upon something more unique. From there, the idea for Copper Bottom Craft Distillery was born.
Hi, Kate. Nice to meet you. Jeremy Craig from Copper Bottom Craft Distillery.
Wonderful.
You ready for a tour?
Yeah, let's go.
Come on in. All right. So this is our distillery. This is where we make our rum and vodka. This right here is our mash cooker. This is where we cook everything up. Behind me on this side is our fermenters. We have 3 300-gallon fermenters. And this is really where all the magic happens. This is the difference between us and the breweries. This is our still. We have a 300-gallon batch still with 2 offset columns that we can really make anything on. We can make anything from moonshine to vodka, bourbon, scotch, and obviously rum.
So what does it take to start a distillery?
My dad has a lot of experience setting up facilities and setting up facilities like this. So that was a great skill set to have right there. I have a science background personally. Biology is my degree. I have a lot of chemistry in my background. So I knew the basics behind distillation and fermentation. I also went up to Kentucky and took some classes up there to kind of learn the art behind it, because the science is pretty basic. You can work your way around the science and math part of it, but the art is really where you learn how where to make those cuts and how to get those different flavor profiles that you're looking for.
When it came to deciding what to distill, Craig says availability of materials is one of the most important factors. With sugarcane readily available in Florida, rum was a natural choice. They also produce vodka and have had several new types of rum in the works, including barrel-aged rum, spiced rum, and coconut rum. Craig says the name of the company was also a natural choice.
The name it's an old mid-1700s British Royal Navy term. Back in the 1750s, the British Royal Navy started cladding the bottom of their ships with copper, and it made them barnacle resistant, it made them quicker. So after a number of years, the sailors started calling each other copper bottoms if they were reliable and trustworthy, genuine, certain not to fail. So we really like the double meaning. Since we're focusing on rum, we liked the nautical part of it, but we also liked the double meaning where it's reliable and genuine and certain not to fail.
The distillery is striving to live up to their name, taking efforts to set themselves apart from the competition. One of the things that makes Copper Bottom Craft Distillery so unique is that they do everything from cane to glass in-house. The entire process, from cooking the mash to distillation to bottling, takes about a week. Copper Bottom currently distills one batch at a time, producing about 40 cases or 480 bottles each week. After bottling, the batch number is handwritten on each bottle. Craig explains that, just like wine, each batch of liquor can be affected by many different variables, and there are slight differences from batch to batch. However, he says, that shouldn't discourage customers from opening their bottles.
We really encourage people to drink it because, it's our art. It's just like a painting. You want it to be enjoyed. You don't want it to be locked away in a closet. You want it to be enjoyed by people, and it's our art. We want it to be enjoyed, so take those bottles and open them up. Come back, there's always more.
To meet Craig and learn more about this family-run business, plan a visit to Copper Bottom Craft Distillery in Holly Hill for a free tour and tasting. In addition to tours and tastings, the distillery is also available for private events. Vodka and rum can be purchased at the distillery, as well as at area ABC Fine Wine and Spirits and Total Wine and more. Copper Bottom products are also carried in many of the local independent bars and restaurants. For the Business Beat, I'm Kate Sark. Cheers.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Florida is the Sunshine State, and our daily dose of sun is often paired with a dash of rain. One of the best places to escape the heat and the rain is the Daytona International Skateway, the area's only ice skating rink.
So where's the coolest place to hang out this summer? How about the ice skating rink here in South Daytona? Whether you have the next Michelle Kwan or Wayne Gretzky, or you simply want to enjoy a sport most think can only be found up north, the Daytona International Skateway can meet all of your needs and more as the area's only ice skating rink. Kept cool by state-of-the-art technology, The 35,000 square foot South Daytona complex offers visitors a chance to get laced up for recreational ice skating or to pursue their Olympic dreams.
We've got everything from beginner, intermediate to advanced. Our beginner skating classes are called Learn to Skate, and they're sponsored by the U.S. Figure Skating national governing body for figure skating. All of our coaches here are certified figure skating coaches. And then on the hockey side of things, we have what's called Mini Bolts. Mini Bolts 1 and Mini Bolts 2. Our Mini Bolts 1 class is just teaching them how to skate. Nothing hockey related yet, just how to properly get up when you fall, how to skate forward, how to skate backwards, just those basics. And then after they pass that Mini Bolts 1 class, sometimes they take it 2 or 3 times, then they advance to our Mini Bolts 2. Our Mini Bolts 2 class is full gear, so now they get a chance to touch the puck and shoot and hold a stick and get ready to actually get to the point where they're confident enough, skill is high enough that they can actually play in our leagues. And we have leagues that run from 5 years old all the way up to adults who've been playing here for 20 years.
And if moving the puck is what your youngster is after, opportunities abound with house leagues, competitive travel teams, and a Volusia High School team. The rink is also home to the Embry-Riddle Eagles.
Our Volusia Youth Hockey Association has been intact since 2005, 2006. It's a nonprofit organization. We have kids from the ages of 4 up to 16. As an organization, we do offer equipment to these kids, boys and girls, for a certain amount, and then it's like a deposit, and when they return the equipment, they get their money back. It's a great way to get these kids on the ice equipment-wise, so they're not afraid to go out there and try different things, so they get better and comfortable and confident, build their confidence on the skates. So that is our Volusia Youth Hockey Association. It's a rec, it's all in-house. And we also do have our travel program, which is our racers program. And we start off at mites, which is 8 and younger, and we go up to the junior level, which is 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And those are all travel. They travel around the state of Florida, outside of Florida, tournaments. It's really competitive hockey.
Now, if you're like most people, surprised that there is an ice skating rink in Volusia County, you may also be surprised to learn that it's open to the public 7 days a week.
Every day of the week, we have skating times. And our public skating is nice because it just gives the public a chance to maybe get out of the Florida heat and come out and skate.
Grabbing the attention of more area youth and exposing them to this not-so-typical Florida sport, the rink offers many different programs and activities in addition to the figure skating and hockey. They have theme nights for the public skate sessions and an ice fit program. Did you know 11 laps around the rink equals 1 mile, and the average calories burned per hour for a recreational skater is 300? At the rink, you'll also find a snack bar and rooms for birthday or company parties. For public sessions, the cost to skate is $7.50, and skate rentals are $3. For those with a military or college ID, admission is $5. Children ages 4 or 5 enjoy a $5 admission, and children under 3 are free. These details and more can be found at DaytonaIceArena.com or by calling 386-256-3963. You also can follow the Daytona International Skateway on Facebook and Twitter at Daytona Ice Arena. So if you've always aspired to do sports on the ice or simply want to get some exercise out of the heat, check out all the Daytona International Skateway has to offer. While it's great to live in Florida and enjoy the sunshine, Mother Nature won't affect your time at the rink as the ice is ready all the time. For Volusia Here and Now, I'm Shelley Safranek.
Growing and maintaining a garden in Florida has its own challenges, but it doesn't have to be hard. The UF-IFAS Volusia County Extension has programs to get your outdoor space in shape.
Hi, I'm Joe Swords. Welcome to Solutions for Your Life. Here we are at the University of Florida Extension in Volusia County. We're going to talk about spring vegetable gardening, the edible landscape, and how that fits with Florida-friendly landscaping.
Trim a little over there because this is low. Okay. This is low right
Throughout the year, on Saturdays, one Saturday a month, we have classes to show people various ways to make their landscapes more productive, more sustainable, more Florida friendly, the ultimate goal being to help preserve and protect our natural resources, not the least of which is our water supply. And we're going to be showing attendees how to raise things in hay bales. We're going to show them how they can use ordinary kitchen scraps, coffee grounds, those types of things to create a very effective compost bin so they can add organic matter to their vegetable gardens. We're going to show them how to raise things hydroponically at home in an efficient and economical way. We're also going to have herbs in a barrel. We're going to be planting potatoes in containers and other interesting ways to grow fresh fruits and vegetables in the home landscape. This doesn't have to be a formal vegetable garden necessarily. If you've got a home with property but you don't have good soil or poor drainage, we can show you how to create a vegetable garden that will be productive and not suffer from the problems of being too wet. If you live in an apartment or a condominium and you don't have a lot of space, we can show you ways of growing at least a portion of your edible crops at home, regardless of the amount of space you have. So adding that bit of productivity to the Florida-friendly landscape is the highest expression of Florida-friendly landscaping. Everybody is worried these days about sustainability, preserving and protecting our natural resources, saving energy. What better way of doing that by raising your own fresh fruits and vegetables? Simply by changing the plant material that you select. Instead of selecting bedding plants to plant around your shrubbery, why not select some attractive vegetable or leafy green plants? Instead of a crepe myrtle, how about planting a peach tree or a nectarine in your front yard or your backyard for that matter? Compost piles don't have to be ugly. They can be well contained, hidden from view, and be very effective in helping to recycle, which is one of the principles of Florida-friendly landscaping. So we have a new year here at the Extension Office in Volusia County. We've already had a class on growing potatoes in the home landscape. Throughout this year, we're going to have various topics, not only on vegetable gardening, but other ways to make your home landscape more sustainable, more productive, and more Florida-friendly. What could be prettier in the home landscape than a bed of vegetables just like this, with Swiss chard, kale, and Brussels sprouts? And those are the types of things that we hope to show you this year. For more information on the classes that we have here about gardening or the other educational opportunities we offer here at the County Extension Office, you can call us at area code 386-822-5778, or you can visit our website at volusia.org/extension. With Solutions for Your Life, I'm Joe Sewards.
Whether it's diving or fishing, water enthusiasts can encounter an abundant array of marine life off Volusia County's coast. A new resource at the Marine Science Center is helping divers and fishermen identify the variety of species when enjoying the ocean.
Diving underneath the pristine waters offshore Volusia County, you'll encounter hundreds of different fishes and invertebrates. From porkfish and reef butterfly fish to polka dot batfish, ivory brush coral, and orange ridge sea stars, our ocean waters are teeming with marine life. What many people may not realize is the role Volusia County has played in enriching and creating habitat for marine life through its artificial reef program. Since the late 1970s, in partnership with recreational and commercial fishermen, as well as the Ponce de Leon Inlet and Port District and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Volusia County has constructed more than 60 artificial reefs to continue building habitat in the Atlantic Ocean. The reefs are constructed with the remains of ships, barges, concrete roadway barriers, concrete telephone poles, and other large pieces of concrete rubble, all of which are enabling thousands of fish and invertebrates to create new homes right off our coast.
There are many benefits to the construction of artificial reefs. One of the most important benefits is to create habitat in areas that otherwise would have no place for invertebrates and fishes to live.
For folks like McPhee, keeping tabs on these efforts is critical to ensure we are helping our ocean and not harming it as we continue to build artificial reefs. To measure the effort, data on the fish and invertebrates that call these reefs home is routinely collected.
One of the most important things of an artificial reef program is the monitoring of the artificial reef, not only to see and document the health and the abundance of the organisms that call the artificial reef home, but also to gauge the performance of the artificial reef, to make sure the artificial reef is staying in its permitted site, not sinking into the substrate, and to catalog the organisms and to try to find out the diversity of the artificial reefs. And with that information, what we can do is we can use that to compare the different types of artificial reef materials.
Now, while you might not get too excited about the raw data, you might be interested in what McPhee and his team are doing with it as they analyze hundreds of photographs and videos, primarily from the Volusia County Reef Research Dive Team. They've created a visual online biological catalog you can get to with just a click of the mouse as you visit the Marine Science Center's YouTube channel.
And I started using these photographs and videos to help train divers that were doing surveys on our artificial reefs. I also wanted to make this catalog accessible to people online, and it started off as photographs, and then I started to realize that the videos gave a little bit more information on how to identify these fishes underwater, because you began to see the behaviors, and if people are going to be identifying these fishes and invertebrates underwater, I thought the videos were much more helpful for me to obtain my goal of training these individuals and these volunteers that were helping the artificial reef program out.
Now, if you have friends or family who are a little hesitant to dive offshore, another way to explore and appreciate Volusia County's rich marine life is by visiting the Marine Science Center in Ponce Inlet.
I think one of the neat things about the YouTube channel is to show people that visit how diverse Volusia County's marine environment is. And not only that, but to tie it back to a place where they can come and visit and see these animals and the exhibits and learn more about these animals from our staff and from our signage. And as we try to create the exhibits to mimic their natural environment as much as possible, hopefully that people will get excited about our offshore environment and its conservation and our artificial reef program.
If diving or snorkeling offshore and you have photos or videos you would like to donate to possibly be included in the online biological catalog, you can email McPhee at chadmcphee@volusia.org. For more information about the Marine Science Center, visit marinesciencecenter.com. For more information about Volusia County's Artificial Reef Program, visit volusia.org/artificial reef. For Volusia Here and Now, I'm Shelley Safranek.
That concludes this special episode. Thank you for watching Volusia Magazine. If you have any questions about the show, you can feel free to give us a call at any of the numbers you see listed here, or you can log on to volusia.org and click on the News tab at the top of the screen to find us. And we hope you won't forget to listen to Volusia Today. That's Volusia County Government's weekly public radio broadcast. Volusia Today airs every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday mornings on the local radio stations you see on your screen. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Amber Osman, and we hope you have a wonderful evening.